former FBI agent confirming that the Biden transition team was tipped off to a Hunter Biden interview. This resulted in the interview not even taking place at all. The GOP says that this reveals the DOJ misconduct in the Biden criminal probe under Attorney David Weiss. Add to that what we already know about Weiss, a Garland loyalist. Isn't his appointment an example of the fix being in to protect the Bidens?
You know, it appears to be, but what the public doesn't know yet is that there's an entirely new prosecutorial team investigating Joe Biden, headed by a former assistant U.S. attorney from Baltimore, who's not part of the Delaware Joe Biden crowd, who has an extraordinary reputation for being very aggressive in white-collar criminal cases. He was in the courtroom at the time of the attempt to put the plea bargain through. He is not one of the lawyers that negotiated the plea bargain. Those lawyers are off the case. However, keeping David Weiss in, appointing him as special counsel, insulating him from the legitimate concerns that Republicans in the House of Representatives have about what he's doing and who he's investigating and how he's spending federal dollars really goes to the argument that the fix is in. Look, the Bidens have controlled Delaware, lock, stock, and barrel, state, local, and federal, for generations. This is just another example of it, even though the instrument of the control happens to be a Republican, David Weiss, who was appointed by Donald Trump.
Per the Wall Street Journal, Hunter Biden's legal team claims the DOJ reneged on Hunter's sweetheart plea deal. But it seems to me that the government and the defense attorneys in this were all on the same side, letting Hunter Biden off the hook to protect Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. And were it not for one judge, Mr. Napolitano, they may have pulled all this off, right?
Yes. Look, there are two kinds of judges when it comes to guilty pleas. There are those who say, oh, all I do is resolve disputes. So if the government wants something and the defendant wants the same thing, there's no dispute to resolve, I'm going to sanction it. There are others, and your guest tonight was in that category when I sat on the bench, who take the view, no, I'm not a potted plant. I have to do the right thing. Are there more charges here? What could he be charged with that he's getting immunity? The problem with the plea deal, Chris, was not the deal with the gun. That was perfectly normal. He didn't shoot anybody with the gun. He lied about how he got it. That statute may be unconstitutional anyway, as the Fifth Circuit just declared. And the problem was not with paying the income taxes late. The statute says it's a misdemeanor. You normally don't go to jail. The problem is, what else do they have on him, which he thought they were going to throw under the rug, under some sort of immunity? The government doesn't give away immunity like it gives away candy. It only gives immunity for people who give the government something. Is he going to testify against his father? Is that why they gave him immunity? Of course not. There was no immunity in this case. And if that federal judge hadn't done the right thing, Hunter Biden would be skating right now. Instead, he's worrying and wondering, what do they have on me? I better go out and get a new team of lawyers, which he just did. He has a very, very fine criminal defense lawyer, Abbe Lowell. The feds have one of their best and most aggressive prosecutors in there. We're in for a show.